um, in simpler terms, all right? When we talk about yesterday, tomorrow, today, these are just, would I say, prepositions or adjectives to quantify timing, all right? And time seems to be the most costliest of commodities in the world. All right. Four popular currencies. Acronym is MEAT: money, energy, attention, and time. These currencies are being lined up in order of ascending um order. Okay. So time is more expensive than attention. Attention is more expensive than energy. Energy is more expensive than money. However, money seems to be the least. Whereas to some persons that seems to be a full focused and then we make so much, we do so much in getting this money, and at the end of the day we realize that we have no time. Okay. Time is something you cannot manage. Whatever seems to be managed or has the capacity to be managed must have the propensity to increase or decrease, stop or pause. So management is the gap between appreciation and depreciation. If I give you a shoe and you manage it well, it stays longer in your shelf and you use it more longer. If I give you a shoe and use it carelessly, it depreciates immediately. So that is management. You cannot say to manage time because you don't even know how much time you have left. Okay, every single second, people are being born. Every single second, people are dying. So you don't even know your time. The only thing you can do for yourself is to make the best use of the time you have. Now let's get into it. What is the yesterday of tomorrow? Now, from English structure, let's first look at tomorrow. So tomorrow is tomorrow now, a day after today. Now, when you now reach tomorrow, that's one day ahead, and you now begin to look at the yesterday. The yesterday happens to be today. All right. The yesterday happens to be what? Today. That means to say that your past tomorrow is today. Whatever will be your past tomorrow is what you do today or what happened to you today. Okay? Now, what is the tomorrow of today? The tomorrow of today, in simpler terms, is the future. However, I always tell people that there is nothing like future. Future is just like an abstract word to quantify something you hope to meet, because there is nothing like future. When you greet people good morning, you're already in the morning. When you greet them good afternoon, you're already in the afternoon. I came in here, I said good evening, and I corrected myself with good day because over here we are in the evening. But for some persons who are outside West African time, they might be in the morning. Okay, there is nothing like future. If we say 2026, when we are entering 2026, it's not actually when others are entering. So it means that it may appear like some persons are way ahead of us in terms of time zone and all. Okay, so future is just an abstract. Whenever you meet it, you are in the present, you are in the moment, you are in today. The next 5 seconds is a future. You don't know what it beholds. A stray bullet can shoot you from somewhere. You can receive that email you have been longing to, or you can meet that person you have been looking to meet. And 5 seconds has passed, and you are still in the present. So that is how life works. That's how life is. There is nothing like future anywhere. Whenever you meet it, you call it present. So the only thing you have capacity to influence is your present. You cannot determine or affect or tweak your past. You can only influence your today. You can't even influence your tomorrow. You cannot tweak your tomorrow. You can only influence your tomorrow by what you do today. So the best thing you have is today. And today is a gift, is a present. Okay. So the topic for this section is more like how best to use your today. Today is a proof of yesterday's decision. Wherever you are today is as a result of the decisions you have made in the past, which is your yesterday. All right. And where you will be tomorrow will be as a result of the decision you make today. Okay. Decision matters a lot. In Deuteronomy 30, verse 15 in the good book, he says, I present before you life and death. In other words, what God is trying to say is choose. If you choose life, you have life. If you choose death, you have death. The beauty of the creation is the free will we have to make our choices. So today you have to decide for yourself. You have to decide either to become better or to do worse. Now let's look at the second arm of the topic, the tomorrow of today. And whatever you are building now is shaping your reality to come. You know, when I was growing up, I watched Power Rangers, all right? And my best Power Ranger is SPD Force. I don't know if you have people that um watched that particular episode. Okay, if you have, let me know in the comment section. My best Power Ranger is SPD Force, and something happened along the line. I think around episode 20 something or getting to 30, a big battle was about to emerge. And then Sam from the future had to come into the present to fight. Okay. And one of the statements he made when he was leaving struck me. He made mention of something. I can't really remember how he placed it, but he made mention that if I did not come here to join you guys in this fight, there probably will not be a tomorrow for me to function in. So I have to move beyond time and come today and help in this fight so much that there will be a future for us. So you see that today bears a significant influence in whatever you think or whatever will happen to you. Okay. At the end of the day, the sum total of your life, the capacity of your legacy, the height of your legacy, and what you will be remembered from will be determined by these three things: people, places, and events. Or you can say people, places, and moments. Another word for events is moments. That means the people you allow into your circle and those you denied access into your circle. The places you allowed yourself to be in, the spaces, the geographies you allowed yourself to move to, and those you don't move into. And then the moment you allow yourself to experience, the moments you prioritize and those you deprioritize. For you to even be here, you chose to be here. There are 1,001 things you can do elsewhere. You can be with your friends, gisting, you can go elsewhere. There are a lot of things to do in the world, but you chose to be here. This is a moment. Because one of my mentors told me that where you are determines what you hear, and what you hear determines what happened to you. Okay, so being in space in a particular time is very important in terms of purpose, in terms of life, in terms of impact and influence and success. So, three things: people, places, and events, or people, places, and moments. So, you need to take cognizance of these three things because at the end of the day, these are things that will affect your life or the quality of your legacy that will be living. Okay, you need to be intentional about these things. You need to. You need to understand what are the moments I should prioritize and what moments should I deprioritize. Because your life depends on it. Because every minute or every second you spend pass, you can't regain it. You can regain energy. You can regain money. If you lose money, all your money today, you can build back from scratch up. But any time lost can never be regained. We have moved past it. And time waits for no one. You cannot pause time. If you pause your watch thinking your other people's watch is moving and time is going. So you need to understand how to make the best use of today. Okay? So I've seen a lot of young girls, they are living as to say that their tomorrow does not depend on what they are doing today. You know, that careless lifestyle, let's just enjoy today, let's just go with the flow, let's just cash fun and all. And for them, it is fun, fun, fun. And then they now hit their 27, 28, 29, their head begin to caress more. And when it reaches 30, 31, 32, over here in Africa, we start going for prayer meetings, we start going for adoration, we start going for a lot of things to try to recover what we have lost. However, in the point of losing those things, they were aware that this is what is happening. But they were so basking in the euphoria of the moment that they failed to realize that this thing will affect their future. And for some persons, if you come with an advice, you're a boring person. There are people like that. So at every point in life, at every point in time, you need to be conscious of the decisions you are making. Indecision is also a decision. You know that popular quote that says, if you fail to plan, you are planned to fail. That's reality. Because even silence is a big answer. So you need to consciously plan for yourself. If you don't plan for yourself, the society will plan for you. And guess what? When the society plans for you, that's catastrophic because your interest is not covered in that planning. And you'll be turned as a casualty in the grand scheme of things. So you need to be intentional about your life. You need to be intentional about the things you do. You need to be intentional at every step of time, being cognizant of what is happening to you and making that cognizant decision that this is actually how I want my life to be. Don't always live in the moment. Don't always live on what my native language, ihechifotere, meaning to say whatever the sky brings or whatever the sun brings. So you are just moving. Let's move with the flow. Life, anywhere it drag you, enter. Anywhere it moves you, enter. No. You have to be conscious about planning. You have to be, because that's the best way to make the best use of your time. Okay? People rarely recognize defining moments because they often look ordinary. And let me give you an instance. You know, in a setting or in a classroom, let's take for instance 50 students. 50 students sat on the same lecture hall, received the same lecture from the same lecturer, went home with the same information, wrote the same examination, but their results are different. Why? Because at the end of the day, the quality of your life will determine the quality of your outcome, because you need knowledge to process knowledge. You can be looking for something and still see it and move past it if you don't know that this is actually what you are looking for. So for some persons, they are looking for money, they are looking for success, they are looking, but you bring book, they look past it. But that is actually what they should be looking for. That is actually what they are looking for. But they have been wired in such a way that they cannot recognize opportunities when they come, because it looks like the same ordinary thing. The same way the lecturer stood in the class and was teaching. Some persons were jotting, some were pressing their phone, some were just looking at the lecturer, thinking that their brain is strong enough to capture everything he or she says. You cannot come to drink water with a basket. a perforated basket. It can't hold water. So you need to come prepared in this game of life. Because at the end of the day, life is like a pyramid, more like what we learned in the food ecosystem. Then the people at the top will always feed off those at the bottom. So you need to understand the certain decisions you are making for your life. You need to understand. Sometimes when we meet this thing, the defining moment you are looking for, that particular time that changes everything for us, we will still miss it because of limiting barriers, fear, procrastination, comfort, fear of embarrassment. A young girl in a clique of people that goes to club, go to party and all. If you decide that this is what you want to do with your life, they will shame you. It's normal. So because of fear of embarrassment or being judged, oh, you are too serious, you are this, and not even fun to be with, they still remain where they are. But they have already know that this is where I should actually be. And for some persons, they want to start, but they keep on procrastinating. Another day, another day. So it's either you say one day or you say day one. You start to make the best of your life. For some persons, it's comfort. They feel so free or so comfortable in their father's house that they feel or they see less reasons to hustle for themselves. Okay? You need to overcome these barriers, the fear, the delay, comfort, the noise. For some persons, they are easily distracted. For some persons, they are easily distracted. The shiny object syndrome will always lead us to wherever there seems to be a glimpse of light. So you decide today that I want to learn copywriting, for instance, and then your neighbor who is into Web3 is cashing out. Let's rush Web3 guy, show me way. And then you leave off what you have started learning and rush into another one. And then you see another person making it from video editing, meeting celebrities, shooting for them and all. You jump into it. So you just keep moving from one space to another without consolidating on anything. You need to shun the noise. There is nothing like noise, like as we think it to be. The best explanation is just unwanted sound. But for you to know what is unwanted, you need to know what is wanted. You need to know where you are going for you to know where you shouldn't be going. You need to know the wanted sound. An ogo in a lettuce plantation is a weed. A plantain in a banana plantation is a weed. That's not where it should grow. You have to move it to where it should. So even if every other person is becoming successful doing this, but you know that your purpose is to pursue this, don't follow them. Focus on your own path. Focus. During my university days, I have a friend, a coursemate, Frank Mosu. He was the SUG director of sports socials. Sorry. So he's a comedian. So based on his career path, he needs to be in parties, he needs to be in comedy shows, and all was not. I would have been so stupid to follow him to those places because that is not actually my field of play. I'm a corporate person and a business person, so I should be putting myself in conferences, seminars, you know, sections like this. so that I'll brush myself more. If I follow him there, while he is moving to his desired destination, I am moving far from mine. So we need to understand these things. The shiny object syndrome, you need to know what you want. When Jesus met the blind man, when Peter met the blind man at the gate called Beautiful, he asked, "What do you want?" He said, "I want arms." And I now said, "Silver or gold, I don't. But what I have, I will give you." When Jesus met the blind man, he also asked him, "What do you want?" So ask yourself, what do I want? Because if you don't know what you want, every other thing seems like a want or a need. So you need to understand yourself and understand where you should be moving into so that you can easily shun out the noise. Okay? Another thing is overthinking. For sometimes we think the whole journey in our head and we end up not achieving it because we have hit mental orgasm and we feel like, okay, it is done, but we have not put anything on ground. We have not achieved anything. To learn and master the act of execution and not only planning. I will start reading today. I will read 50 books in 2025, and I will do this, I will do that, and you have not started reading. So when will you start? Most times we overthink the process that we end up not even achieving it or even starting it. So how do you make the best use of these moments, the defining moments as I explained it? So you need to be clear and actionable in your planning. Instead of overthinking, make the path clear and take actions immediately. Okay? So instead of trying to be everywhere at every time, be focused in one. Be focused in one thing. Okay? So slow down and reflect. What do I want? What am I trying to achieve? What is happening to me? What keeps on repeating itself in my life? Am I traumatized? Am I suffering from anything? How do I lift these burdens off me so that I can move faster into achieving what I have to achieve or what I wish to achieve? And that's how you make the best use of your life. Embrace small decisions. Start small. Okay? It can be reply that email. Stop that bad thing you are doing. It's as easy as that. Okay? Treat today with urgency because it is. Don't wait to feel ready. Start now. Whatever you wish to do. Improve as you go. The path becomes clearer as you move forward. Okay? Turn moments into momentum. For some persons, they come into a section, they were just feeling the rema. Immediately they start, oh, let me change, let me turn a new leaf. And then it ends there. The next minute, they are back to where they were before. So turn those moments into momentum. There immediately start, okay, this is what I will do. I need to cut this person. Start blocking the people you need to cut off immediately so that you can sustain the momentum. Take the first steps, take the steps on the go. It's as easy as that. Okay, stop waiting, stop planning too much, stop, trying to fix everything. You cannot get everything right at the same time. Just start and then innovate on the go. And that's how life works. That's how to make the best use of yourself or your life. Okay? So implement easily. and turn moments into momentum. Create accountability partners. Have people you can always go back to. You can ask questions that will follow up on you. All right? It's as simple as that. I always tell people whenever I have the privilege of handling mics and speaking to mostly young minds, I always highlight the need for character, because at the end of the day, character supersedes many things. Competence can bring you to a room, but your character will sustain you there. I don't know if you heard it. If you heard it, type it on the comment section. Competence can bring you to a room, but your character will keep you there. A lot of persons, a lot of humans, a lot of ladies, young girls have lost it because of their character, because of the poor character they exhibit. I was listening to Olakunle Sorinyo in one of his sections, and he highlighted something that hit me. He said that penis and breast is not a factor of production. Yes, competence can bring you to a room, but character will keep you there. Thank you. Penis and breast are not factors of production. Factors of productions are land, capital, entrepreneur. So stop breastfeeding people anywhere. You are not a mom. Be mindful of the life you live. If currently you are accumulating all the fun, accumulating all the body counts and all what's not, and then somehow you intend or you expect the society to take you as or to accept you as you are, the truth is people will always judge you. People will always, I know Bible said don't judge, but people will definitely, even you will judge yourself at some point in your life. So be mindful of the things you do today and take it as fun. It's not. Sometimes you're hurting yourself. Sometimes you're killing your future before it even arrives. Your character is how do you respond to people? How do you talk to people? Those ahead of you, those below you, those within your same circle of influence. How do you communicate with them? How do you connect with them and work with them? Is very, very important. Because your character is a big thing in the world. Something happened last week or last 2 weeks on Twitter. The co-founder of Paystack, the issue he started having because of the tweets he made 10 years ago. Now, he may have repented from that kind of life. However, what he has lived in the past came into his future to haunt him. So you see the reason why I say every single time be mindful of the things you do, because those things may come back to haunt you. I think currently he's around the age of 38 or so. So if you draw it back, he was in his 20s when he made those tweets. And most of us here are in our 20s. So nobody will excuse you because they felt you were young or naive. People will judge you based on your past. It's natural. So make today count. Because at the end of the day, your past was created by the decisions you made today. And I tell people, when you made a bad decision and you decide to correct it, what do? You begin to do good decisions. You can make so much good decision that it covers for your past or it dilutes your past. Take for instance, you put a Coke in a glass of water and then you begin to pour in clean water into it. bit by bit, the clean water begins to dilute the Coke. At some point, the water in the glass cup will become clean. That's how life works. So if you think that you have made enough bad decisions, start making good decisions. Start doing the right things. If you wish to go to location A and you realized that you are actually heading to location B, what do? You stop and turn immediately. You don't wait to reach location B and then you rest and then start coming back again. No. You move immediately. The moment you realize that you are moving in the wrong direction, you change your direction immediately. It's as simple as that. Okay, understand that the decisions you are making today holds a lot grip into your future. Okay, so when that tomorrow arrives, what do people see? What do you see? What becomes of you is as a result of the decision you make today. Now, when you head into tomorrow and you look back at it yesterday, what will you see? Start writing it now. You know, life is like an album. It's only the picture you take and fit in that will be in your album. So whatever you wish to see, start making it now. Start now. Make today count. It is the only place where your destiny is negotiable. It is only in today that you can influence your decision. And I always end with this. Enough is a word for the wise. I believe someone is blessed. Hello, can you all hear me?
Oh, yes, please. I can hear you.
All right, thank you
That
so
was
much.
that was a really
We can hear you.
deep one. Like,
Yes,
it
I
had
can
me
hear you.
thinking and reflecting. Somebody saying something. Somebody saying something. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Marco, for that insightful bit. I mean, it felt like I was listening to some words of wisdom over and over again. That was really amazing. Thank you for having us this section, for joining us, and for inspiring us this evening. We are really glad to have you here. So, over to the
Yeah.
fellows. I don't know if anybody has a question. You have some confusion over what has been said so far. You can either drop it in the chat or you can unmute yourself. Okay, I see Amenge has her hand raised. Amenge, please, you can go on. You can speak.
Good afternoon or evening. Sorry, I don't know how it is your side. I don't really have a question, but I just wanted to give my thanks to you.
Uh,
What you told us was very profound, and I did take notes. And some of the key things that are here, I already have.
Okay, I can't hear Amenge again. Can somebody hear me?
yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Thought
I
it was
guess
running.
maybe her network dropped off. Okay, so I don't see any questions in the chat. I see a lot of thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh wow. Um okay, so if we don't have any more questions, Thank you very much,
Hello,
Mr. Marco. Okay, somebody is speaking.
hello, I am Ants. Nice to meet you.
And
Yes,
please go
can you
on.
hear me?
Yeah, good
Yes.
evening.
Thank you so much for the inspiring session. And I would like to ask, so by making today count, do we choose to go like multitask on something, or what can we do to start for good and maintain consistency? Because I think it's important that we start today, because today makes the path for our way. And I think that consistency is a very good thing to have to progress in life.
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for that question. And I always tell people, sometimes the problems we have are just a symptom of something deeper. All right. For someone that is battling consistency, uh, the main issue may actually be another thing, maybe wrong association. For some persons, it may be uh, fear of continuation. For instance, you decide that you are going to start up as a content creator and then you made a post and you got only one view or two views or a small amount of views, you feel discouraged, all right, and then you don't have the motivation to do it the next day. Sometimes we need to look deep into what is actually causing this consistency so that we can fix that issue. For some persons, it's low self-esteem. For instance, I say I
Yes.
want to become a public speaker, and then I get on stage and I begin to jitter in my mouth, and then tomorrow it feels like the whole world will have to swallow me for me to even come up to on the stage again. And I cut in on my own consistency. So sometimes we need to look deep into what is actually the issue and then we fix it. If it's wrong association and you need to cut off some persons, please do. If you need to align with some persons, please do. Okay. I remember during my primary school days, I needed to make some people or some set of persons my friends, which I did. And then they were more like motivating me over and over again to the point that I gained momentum and I began to push myself. It's just like a push and start car. You wake up in the morning and you turn on your ignition, it's not going. For some persons, at least I know over here, we push the car to an extent and it begins to gain momentum. So sometimes something needs to push you for you to get into that flow. Because when you are pushing a car, you may need three or four guys. The moment it gets momentum, it begins to move on its own. Nobody needs to push it again. Sometimes, if the four persons stepped out of the car to push it, they will enter inside the car and it will zoom off. Now, the car carrying them, whereas initially they were the people that pushed it to start. So same applies in life as well. Okay. Sometimes you may be in close proximity to some persons to feel motivated to do more. You will reach a point where you catch the fire of motivation yourself. So you no longer need external factor. You are now internalized whatever is pushing you. Because a man that is being pushed from inside cannot be stopped from outside. Okay, so my solution to you is to look deep. For me, I don't believe in one answer answers all. You look deep, find the issue, and then fix it from the roots. Because if I begin to tell you, do this, a proper analogy would be
Yes.
break down division or break down whatever you wish to do. For sometimes when it feels so enormous, we try to look for the escape velocity to start. And then when we now start, we find it hard to continue. Okay. But a deeper
Yes.
cause may be lack of motivation, peer influence, and self-esteem and a host of others. Okay, so I want you to look into the cause of your non-consistency or whatever is hurting your flow and then fix it from the root. Okay. I don't believe in treating symptoms. I believe in treating the causes. So that is my reason for you. Okay. Did I answer your question?
Okay. Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much for that detailed answer. I don't know if any other person has a question or we can move on from here. Do I have any hand raised? No? Okay. Oh, all right. Thank you very much again, Mr. Marco, for this section. It was indeed a voice we needed to hear, and we really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Okay. You are welcome. Thank you so much for having me. Okay.
Thank you. All right, fellows, let's move to the remaining part of this section. I don't know if Lillian is still on the call with me. Lillian, you want to take over?
Okay, good evening. Please can hear my voice. Okay, moving on ahead. We want to recognize November outreaches. You all have done well. You have done well impacting lives, reaching out to students that needed to hear your voice. So for this month, their reports came in late, but we'll also acknowledge them. Across 14 chapters, still more than that. Outreach programs were held across 8 African countries. Sorry about background noise. I'm not really at my place right now. And the countries include Nigeria, Rwanda, Uganda, Cameroon, Ethiopia, Egypt, Sudan, and Mozambique. Girls, over 743 girls were inspired and equipped with STEM knowledge, and 42 teachers availed themselves during this session. Then we directly engaged 1,221 students. That was massive, and it was all thanks to all of you in this call. Thank you. We say thank you to you, our fellows, our chapter leads. You are doing an amazing work, and we implore you to continue with this work. Thank you. So recognizing them, the first on our list is the Olabisi Onabanjo University of Nigeria. They have been quite active, having their outreaches and posting them on their social media platforms. This is also an avenue for me to actually tell you all to make your social media platforms quite active. You can reach out to this chapter lead of OOU, chapter Nigeria. You can put you how to go about it. I mean, and the next on our list is oh yes. The next on our list is the Jiga University in Ethiopia. This is a WAAW chapter, a 2025 scholar.
Sorry, can you hear Lillian
And they have
clearly,
had
or is it just breaking on my end?
also
Okay, Lillian.
this year and again this month. And the next, can you hear me clearly?
Okay, it's clear now. It
Oh,
was breaking. It was breaking.
okay. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, please. I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So Jigjiga University Ethiopia had their outreach this month. The next on our list is the Victoria University, Kampala, Uganda. They had their outreach this month as well. And then the next on our list is the University of Bamenda, Cameroon. University of Bamenda, Cameroon also had their outreach this year.
Okay, let me take it from there, Lillian. Don't worry. So we have the Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, Nigeria. They also had their outreach this month. The next chapter is University of Rwanda, CST Rwanda. As we can see from the pictures, they had exciting outreaches. I can see some students with, I don't know what kit is that, but we all know they had fun. We have the University of Uyo, Nigeria. Oh wow, I'm loving this picture. It's giving girls everywhere. And I also have the Tanta University chapter, Egypt. Ooh. So I'm seeing sweets everywhere. Did we share sweets? But they had the outreach this month and it's amazing. And then we also have the African Leadership University, Rwanda. This is an amazing outreach. You can see some slides going up and there. Okay, I also have the Eduardo Mondlane University, Mozambique. Oh, and this is also an amazing one. Oh, I see my beautiful fellows here. I also have the Adventist University of Central Africa, also from Rwanda. Seems like we have a lot of Rwandans doing outreach this month. That's nice. Next is Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Nigeria, our own ABU. And this was a wonderful session. I'm seeing is that robot kits there. Okay, we also have the University of Ibadan. Our UI guys always popping up and showing up. This is nice. And then we have Al Muqtaribin University, Sudan. Our very own Ola Ahmed always showing up as well. Oh, that is all. So now it's time to unveil the chapter of the month. Who is as excited as I am? Which chapter is going to be stealing this award today? Can you guess? Or should I just spill it? Should say something now. Do you want to guess or should I spill it immediately? Oh, I should spill. Let me hear one or two more persons suggest before I spill. Okay, somebody else said I should spill it. Okay. This one say Nigeria. This one say Rwanda, Cameroon. I like this case that is going on. Okay. Are you filled with suspense? A lot of people are saying I should spill. Okay, let's see. And the chapter of the month goes to the University of Uyo, Nigeria. Please allow a round of applause for University of Uyo. This was an amazing feat this month. And believe me, a lot of chapters did a lot. I can see a good number of them, those from Rwanda, Mozambique, a lot. And they were all amazing. And this month, we awarded the University of Uyo as the chapter of the month. Okay. Let's see. So back to our reminders and announcements. Our 2025 need-based scholarship application is still going on. So if you're here, you're a fellow, you're studying a STEM course in an African university, and you know you are eligible for this scholarship. Let's say you're having financial needs and you're still within your 100, 200, or 300 level if you're studying a 5-year course. You don't waste time to apply, because this application will close very soon. Then the next is our December Fellows Meetup update. So normally I would say see you same time, same station next month. But this time around, we are going to meet same time. Okay, not really the same day. So this next December's meetup is going to be coming 1 week earlier. That is it's going to open on 20th. That's 20th December 2025. So instead of having it on the 27th, which is the last Saturday, we don't want to disturb your Christmas holiday. So we decided to push it forward. So we're going to be having it on the 20th December. And this is going to be a special edition. You know how our December meetup is now. It's not going to be regular. It's not the regular one. So this special edition will be our end of the year fellows celebration and 2025 Award of Excellence ceremony. Oh my God. Did you hear that part? Award of Excellence. So more details about the Award of Excellence will be shared later this week. So stay tuned. Keep your ears and your eyes glued on the WhatsApp group so that you know what this Award of Excellence is all about and how you can participate in this award, or how you can secure a slot in this award. Important reminders for all fellows: kindly ensure that all outreach activities are fully reported. This is very important. You ensure that you report your outreaches, and these reports will contribute to the review and selection process for the 2025 Award of Excellence. This one is expo. This one now is like Jara. So you know that if you have any outreach you have not reported, you could be one step stopping your chapter from winning that award, because the difference between your chapter and another chapter could be that one outreach you have not reported. So ensure that you report all your outreach activities. And let's not relent. We can still do outreaches in this December before that day. You still have the opportunity to do one or two things in your chapter. And lastly, please don't forget to complete the feedback survey. Lillian, can you please help us drop the feedback in the link? If you're still here with me, drop the link to the feedback so that everybody can fill out the survey immediately before we drop off from the call. All right. So thank you very much all for joining us today. Let's have a good evening. Yeah, we'll definitely take our photo, please. Can you turn on your videos? Let's have a group photograph. I won't forget that. And thank you, Aunt, for that. Please turn on your video. Oh, it's stuck from my end already. See Maria John. Okay, let me switch. Okay, I need to stop sharing my screen. Let me switch. Okay, give me gallery view. Yeah. So who am I seeing? Oh, I see Faith Obonyo. I don't know if I got that. I see Mirel Shimwe. I see Esther Ako. I see Ansa. Who else? Who else? Please turn on your video so I can see you. See your beautiful faces this evening. Who else am I seeing here? Oh, I've seen Million Yenuari. Sorry, I don't know if I'm getting the pronunciation, but bear with me. The rest don't want to turn on their video, so I'll see their beautiful face. Velvin Mola. Mola is here. See Helga. I love your hair. It's looking very beautiful. See Fortune. See my favorite, my friend Fortune. Who else is not here? Who else is not turning their video on? That is my friend. Yeah, I will call you out and you turn your video on by force. So I will see your beautiful face. Dolly Sarah Sella don't want me to see her face today. Even Ola Ahmed. This is my friends. Joseph Eric. Please turn on your video. Okay, say cheese. Okay, I got that. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us this evening. Okay, somebody says, does it mean we can also reapply for the scholarship? Okay, so I don't know if you are a scholar already or a fellow. If you are a scholar, I don't think you need to reapply. But if you are a fellow, that means you have not applied before, you can apply. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, you're a scholar. Oh, I don't think you can reapply again. But I would still verify from my end, but I don't think you can reapply. I don't know if that answers your question. Okay, so once you drop off from this call, the feedback will pop up on your screen. So you can just fill out the form there. All right. Okay, somebody says, I would like to know what are the benefits of the scholarship. A lot. You can go to our website and read on the scholarship so you get more info on that. Every details you need about the scholarship is on our website. All right. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. So we'll meet again 20th December. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.